incident that we witnessed on stream? Is this really happening? Is this just a joke? Did the guy just cream? I can't believe what I just saw on stream. As he scrolled through web pages lost in his private deeds, glared at his screen, quivering in his knees, abruptly straining, grip his thing in hand. Clumsy and flailing, Phil expressed his gland. Leanna said it wasn't working anymore. She didn't love me like she did in Bridgeport, though she still lives under the same roof as me. Panda won't have physical style relations with Ree. We see a grown man at his computer, supposed to be playing a game. He threw his head back and then all of a sudden it happened. The incident that we witnessed on stream. Is this really real? Is this just a joke? Did the guy just cream? I can't believe what I just saw on stream. He closed the browser with a quick, awkward flare, eyes darting around, filled with a mix of shame and despair. Then stood from his chair, walked out of frame. Phil returned and cemented his internet fame. Hello, hello, and welcome, oh! The camera's on! The camera's been on the whole time, hon! I didn't even know! Hello.
Hello.
He started swaying to his heartbeat sound, looked perplexed as he glanced all around and sinking in. They know who I really am. Yes, Phil, you just masturbated on cam. The incident will drift forever through digital fame. It reminds us that online nothing's concealed. A surprising act met with instant shame, etched in his mind unyielding pain. Yes, he did cream. Wait, did he even wash his hands?
My triple P, why triple P, why triple P, why'd you have to snake me, why'd you have to snake me, my triple P, my triple P, why triple P, snipe triple P, my triple P, my triple P, my triple P, oh triple P, why triple P, my triple P, my triple P, coon for thee, my triple P, why'd you have to snake me, why'd you have to snake me, my triple P, my baby, my triple P, scorn my triple P, white lady, why triple P, why triple P, my triple P, my triple P, why'd you have to fool me, I showed my D, why'd you have to snake me, burst right on stream, why'd you have to berate me, Snark Guys is dead, why'd you have to snake me, hurts my flat head, I prefer to felicitate thee, I'd rather die, why'd you have to fool me, than lose smart guys, why'd you
Okay, hello, 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 hello. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, how's it going?
why triple P, why'd you have to snake
What a precursor? What do you mean? Oh, of course. Oh. A little bit of sauce talk tonight? A little bit of sauce tonight. Sauce talk tonight. Sauce talk. I don't know why I'm looking at your waveform visuals and they're just not coming on stream. That is, I'm not, hold on, wait a minute. They're not even getting your audio on stream. Hold on, wait a minute. This is a bungle of epic proportions. What is going on here? Hold on, I'm gonna send you, I'm gonna send it back. I gotta send it back. I gotta figure this out. I gotta send it back. I just gotta. I'm sending them back.
Phil, mon ami, qu'as-tu fait ce jour? L'écran bleu, ton refuge, un glamour qui s'efface en tour. Quand la rumeur danse, la méchanceté se pavane. Pourquoi ne pas lever la voix pour ta dame charmante? 4 douces étoiles brillent malgré les ombres. Il murmure des mots cruels, laissant des cœurs en décombre. Mais file dans ces mondes de pixels et combats. Laisse sa vaillance dormir même quand le feu bat. Oh Phil, où est ton courage secret? Ta quête mérite des fleurs, pas des silences discrets. Fais un pas, fais un geste, sois le chevalier. Le monde chante fort, mais toi défends ton foyer. Les claviers tapent fort, les langues acérées. Mais l'amour, vrai amour, devrait tout surpasser. Kat ne vacille pas, elle est forte dame. Mais Phil, cher Phil, où est ta flamme? Mais les ennemis en fuite à l'ombre de ton bras. Car dans la vie, mon fil, c'est l'amour qui combat. Les voix se tairont sous les mots bien choisis.
But it is, we do appear to be back. I do appear
There
to
you are,
be
there you are.
visualizing some waves.
Okay, great. Do you know what I did?
Awesome.
You know what?
What'd you do?
Exactly, I have no idea. I have no idea what I did. Honestly, I truly, wholeheartedly, I don't know what I did. It's already a disaster stream. The cat is on the desk and she's going crazy. And
Hey, you know what? Still better than a Phil stream.
and Discord is a detractor. It will always be a detractor. Yeah.
Still better
yeah.
than a Phil stream.
I'm trying to schedule lunch and I can't even figure that out. You know, it's all crumbling down. It's all
Hey,
all going downhill.
breathe,
Yeah.
breathe.
I
It's all
forgot to
good.
breathe. I'm
We're
not
here.
breathing. I'm not breathing. I don't even know how I made it
We're
this
here.
far. I'm not even breathing.
Hey, we're here.
Hi.
We're gonna talk about the sauce, boss.
You're gonna talk about sauce. What do you like in a tomato sauce?
I like tomatoes in my tomato sauce.
I mean, that kind of makes it a tomato sauce, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and that's why I like them.
Okay. It's kind of a non-answer if you ask me. I like the tomatoes in a tomato sauce, but I understand. Do you like
I'm just telling it like it is.
you like an Italian style cat? Get off of the computer. Get off of the computer right now. Cat Burnell.
Kat Burnell, live in
Burnell.
the studio, ladies and
Cat
gentlemen.
Burnell is on my computer as we speak.
As we speak.
She is trying to turn off my computer. Great, lovely. Great. Cool. Neat, wacky,
for her.
and wild. absolutely wild, absolutely good for her. Yeah, yeah. What
Yeah.
do I like about a tomato sauce? Oh, I'll answer you. I like its warm, enveloping comfort. I don't know, pasta and pasta sauce, especially like Italian style tomato sauce, is something that just really gets you in the mood to eat. You know, it screams like, "Ooh, somebody's really catered to me this evening." Because
Yeah.
a good Italian style sauce takes a long time to make.
Yeah. You
And
got to put a lot of love and effort into it.
right, especially if you're doing homemade. Um, it's the sauce boss. That's what we're talking about today. Sauce is something that it's culturally defined, right?
Correct.
In the Sopranos, they call it gravy. You know, can I get some gravy with the macaron? You know, a little gabagool on there. You get a nice crisp pasta right there. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, tomato sauce, excellent, good stuff. I'm going on a tangent. Anyways, we're gonna be looking at DSP's tomato sauce today. The Burnell family sauce, passed down through the
Correct.
generations. Now, these videos, this whole playlist, it's 9 videos. It's a playlist from 10 years ago.
Wow.
I can get you in a lovely date here,
Wait,
August.
it is to be clear, this is a 9 video playlist from Phil himself.
Yes, this is directly from Phil. This is on his DSP React channel.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if it was branded otherwise back then. It might have been the DSP Vlogs channel. It might have been KO Gaming or what have you. But it was uploaded August 5th, 2014. Right now, the cat is on the computer again. The playlist, the first video
As she
has
does.
20K views, 2,557 views. I mean, that's a decent amount of views for a channel that has 35,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
Did you hear that?
I did.
The,
Down
the
the hall. I don't think the stream picked it up though.
well, the cat just tried to jump on the other table, the other desk. She's really trying to fuck with me right now. She's like moving my phone all around. As soon as I start talking, she's like, "Oh, let's just disrupt everything. Let's just
Yeah.
make sure everything doesn't go as smoothly as we need to." Anyways,
No, she really wants to give you trouble.
she really does. She's my biggest detractor.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to jump into the sauce? Any other ideas about sauce or Phil?
I'm so hesitant to see Phil's sauce. I've seen hints and I'm not excited and I want it to be known now. However, I am a good sport and I will provide my observations accordingly.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you joining me in this effort. Um, I just want you to know that I have not seen all of these videos all the way through.
Oh no.
I think total time wise, we're looking at here is like 46 minutes footage. It's a little daunting, but I think
Please tell me we will be watching at a faster speed than Phil Burnell talks.
well, we could probably skip through it.
Okay.
I mean, this is a
That works too.
this is a moving
just-
camera. So there's a lot more novelty. There's a lot more opportunity where we can like stop and pause and say, "Hey, Phil looks weird from this angle," you know, that sort of thing.
True. That's true.
But yeah, why don't we just transition over here? We've got the lovely video up and ready to go. I'm just gonna do a test. Can you hear this real quick?
All right, everyone. So this is
Yes,
you
yes,
hear
I
that?
can.
All right, great. Any comments so far? This is the first time you've seen Phil Burnell's dining room.
Yeah.
Is it what you imagined?
I mean, it's a pretty standard apartment dining room, so
It's a condo,
Um,
actually. I'll have you know.
still. I'd say it's pretty standard. It's nothing to write home about, but
I would say it's actually looking pretty clean. And I'll
yeah.
have you know, he actually moved into this condo, I believe, the same year, 2014. I
Okay.
believe he moved there in like April, May, or July, June or July
Okay.
of this year, like early spring, late spring, that kind of sort of thing. First thing I'm going to point out in this freeze frame, for an Italian style individual that Phil likes to tout himself as being, he's using the canned Parmesan cheese, which
Yeah, that's something that stood out to me.
I mean, I'm a heathen. I like it. I might prefer it over like a low grade wedge style Parmesan cheese.
Mm-hmm.
This has a very distinct, sharp flavor. I like the canned style. But if Phil is Italian and he's using this, it makes me think that he's not so much Italian, you know?
He's not really that Italian.
Right.
Not that authentic.
That's all I'm saying, and that's all I'm gonna say. As a matter of fact. But yeah, that's Phil's whole doohickey there. I guess we should just get into it. What do you think?
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I'm curious to see
Let's
what
jump.
3 cans of tomatoes will yield us.
All right. Before we jump in, tonight is the major Kino Casino stream where they're going to reveal Phil's DMs. Just to kind of like put in the context, we might jump over there and see what's going on.
Absolutely, please.
If I read anything juicy on Twitter, but right now it's looking pretty quiet. I actually don't know when they start streaming tonight, but I'm looking up that right now. Oh, great. Anyways, why don't we just I'll look that up and we can just get into this little react here. What do you say?
Yeah, let's see what part 1 yields us.
Great. Okay. I'm seeing. Sorry, we're breaking again. I'm seeing maybe like a rum and coke right here. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. Gotta have the drink for dinner cooking.
A little rum and coke going on right here. I see garlic. I see onion. The barrel of Parmesan. I see salt pork, maybe. Tomato paste, breadcrumbs, and San Marzano tomatoes. Like, I mean, these are the right tomatoes you should use. I'm just gonna say that. If you're making a nice sauce, these are the expensive tomatoes. Okay, let's go.
He's just making so much for 2 people.
He is. He really is, and you'll see that.
Today I'm going to attempt.
Oh, there's Panda, playing on her DS. A little Simple Truth bag. A little throwback.
As I once did.
Yeah, a little Kroger style.
To make a pot of.
I want you to notice the camera movement here, the 2D movement, or 4D movement, as they say.
My famous family recipe, handed down through the generations, Italian homemade sauce. Yeah.
Okay.
What a reaction! Oh my gosh!
Let's run that back. Do you see that face right there? That is the face of a woman who just does not. She kind of just fucking hates what this guy just said.
Absolutely. That straight up. There's no other words that could describe the look on that face.
That's like, why are you talking right now? I hate you. Granted, I have no idea what happened before this video. That face tells it all, though, you know?
Yeah, because the context of the video is him saying, like, this is the family recipe, and her doing it is to the idea of this family recipe. Really gets me wondering, like, the discussions that they had before this.
Leanna will be part of the family. She's learning how to make the sauce so they can make it for their children and their children's children.
Yeah, that's important knowledge to pass down.
I mean, at this point, Leanna was like, oh, I'm going to marry this man.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yes. And stuff out here. Out here. Trying to clean up the countertops a little bit, so I have as much room as possible. I'm surrounded by ingredients. I really am. I'm surrounded by different things that we're going to be using to make the sauce, including a giant pot, various herbs and spices.
All right, what do we got going on here? We got some bay leaves. We have onion salt, onion salt,
flakes,
and garlic salt. Now, as a sauce maker myself, I would much rather use onion powder and garlic powder to get a little bit more control on the salt levels, but that's just me. and as an Italian-style individual, Phil's self, you'd think he'd be using like fresh herbs for this, but apparently dried oregano is good enough for Mr. Burnell here.
For the Burnell family.
For the Burnell family, yeah.
Spoons and such.
It's a really thin
And of
spoon.
course, over here, all kinds of ingredients that we're going to use to
I think we have the same kitchen mats on our floor.
On our floor?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We do. We use them as, oh my gosh. We use them as like a little shelf mat for a wire shelf.
No,
That's
I'm
an-
saying on the floor too.
On
But
the
those ones, yeah, on the countertop.
These on the floor right here?
Yeah, we
Oh my
have
God.
those.
We do.
We have those, and we have the cutting boards on the countertop, the colored ones,
Phil's
the red
just
and green
like
and
us.
blue.
For real, for real. Now I know Phil's a cheap bastard because when I bought these, like in 2018, 2019, they were like $7 for 3. And I bought these at Meijer.
Yeah.
So I mean he's a big spender. But
Yeah.
yeah, it just goes to show he just buys shit.
Different
Yep.
spoons and such.
That's the shittiest spoon I've ever seen. I just wanted to say that. Look at that. What is that scooping up? Nothing.
Is that an everyday living spoon on the right, the wooden one? I
That's
can't
what I'm
tell what the
talking
logo
about.
is.
Everyday living, yeah. Do you think he bought this for this video? Because that spoon's never
Mm.
been used. Look at that.
Maybe.
There's this nary a stain on there. Nary a stain.
I'd like to give him that much towards putting in that much effort for a video, but I don't know that he would.
All of these utensils look like they haven't been used. I'm just going to say that. He may have bought them when he got to Seattle. To
Oh,
rent 'em.
probably, yeah.
But that spoon, that everyday living spoon, looks like it's unused. That's all I'm going to say.
No, true.
And of course, over here, all kinds of ingredients that we're going to use to whip up not only sauce, but some homemade meatballs as well. So, what I'm going to do...
He's swaying so heavily here.
He is. And look at the reflection in the bowl.
I see that, yo.
That you need to
Hello, Phil.
get and toss into this pot in order to get a base, which basically...
You'd think at this point, he's been making videos, I think for like 6 years, 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
He does not know how to work a camera, even like freehand.
No.
And
Nope.
that's, I mean, I don't have like much like handy cam experience, but my shots were much better than this.
The goal is going to be to coat the bottom of the pot with certain ingredients before you...
Do you think he's drunk?
Maybe. I mean, that would explain all the swaying, why she's over it.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been like on a little bender before this, and he's like, "Oh, Pat, I gotta make a
Yeah.
video real quick. We're gonna do sauce today."
Yeah, I mean, there's so many possibilities for the context before this video.
I mean, granted, back then, like this is a lot more like conscious production quality, you know, because he actually had to
Mhm.
plan and go to the grocery store and put effort into this. So that's admirable, at least from like a
Yeah.
hindsight perspective. But I think he's definitely drinking with that rum and coke on the counter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not one to talk. I like to drink and cook.
Yeah, it's a good time.
components that are going to be the meat of your sauce, so to speak. Okay? So I actually have right here, this is a notebook that is over a decade old.
I just want to point out that he's wearing the gloves already. So if we go back here,
Yeah, touching all the stuff with
he's
the
touching
gloves.
the
So I
camera.
actually have right here,
You see that gloved hand right there?
Yeah.
As an individual who's ServSafe certified, he should not be wearing gloves. At this
No,
point,
you don't wear gloves until you're preparing the stuff.
If anything, you don't wear gloves until you're interacting with ready to eat foods. At all
Yeah.
points during the cooking process, you're allowed to go barehanded. So
Yeah.
just going to show, like, this dude doesn't know what he's doing. He's touching his dirty ass notebook.
This is a notebook that is over a decade old.
This decade-old notebook. All right, let's get a look at this handwriting here. Kind of a little messy. I mean, probably better than mine. I don't know.
It's a notebook that back when I was moving out of my parents' house for the very first time, I believe it was like 2004.
So 10 years ago from this point.
Wow. 20 plus years ago from today.
Yes. Yep. Phil's old.
Crazy.
That I wrote down the actual recipe on how to make the homemade Italian sauce.
How old
Now,
is
obviously, I'm
Phil?
not gonna-
Phil will be turning 43 next month. I believe his birthday is April 3rd.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Noted.
April
Noted.
6th. April 6th, 1982.
Noted.
Noted.
I'm going to show you the whole recipe. And the goal of this video, or these videos, because there is definitely going to be several videos, is not to show you step by step how to make it, because let's face it, cooking is not exactly an exact science. Even though
Sometimes
It's
it
not
is.
exactly an exact science.
It's not. Did you hear that? I need you
yeah.
to. It's not exactly exact science. It's the piece.
It's not exactly an exact science.
Very good. Very good. And
I'm
look
gonna
at-
use that. I'm gonna use that at my science job too.
Now, if you see Panda here, she's fucking done. I don't know what's going the hell. Like, what's she doing? Like, what she's
No,
on?
but she is me and I am her.
Right. I feel for her in this scenario, 100%.
Yeah.
maybe a recipe, everyone's going to turn a recipe into their own creation, dependent on their own personal tastes and how things turn out. In this particular
Now
case,
pause. The view of the room we're seeing through the door.
Yes,
Is that the couch that he would play upon for his
No.
streams way back when?
No.
Okay, because
no.
it kind of looks similar to
No,
that
ma'am.
setup.
No, ma'am. That is the living
Okay.
room. It's very similar, I guess. As you see,
Well,
there's like
I didn't know if he was someone who played in the living room. You know,
probably
that was
in
his
his
streaming setup.
in his old condo for sure. Back in
Yeah.
Connecticut, yeah, that's what happened. But you can see a
Okay.
little fireplace going on here. They probably never
Yeah.
use a large, very large, what looks to be a sectional TV, or
Sectional. Yeah.
not TV, couch.
Yeah.
And then a TV mounted with the wires. If you can see that, the wires just hanging down,
Not a fan of that. Not a fan.
not punched through the wall or anything. He's been living in this this condo rather, for a couple of months at this point. You'd think he'd have that worked out, but no.
Even just cable management.
Yeah, nope. I am
going to add a couple elements to the sauce that is
Ooh,
not
getting
in
crazy.
this recipe. And in fact, I remember the last time that I made the recipe, there were one or two things that I didn't like about it.
That's Panda's drink. She just picked up the drink. Do you see that?
Recipe, and in fact, I remember the
Good
last
for
time that I
her.
made the
She needs it.
Look at her face right now. She's
Or
probably
she
saying,
stole it.
Or she stole it. Yeah, I need this fucking thing to deal with this guy's voice. Because imagine how much he just drones on and on and on.
recipe, there were
Oh,
one or two
yeah.
things that I didn't like about it that I'm going to try to adjust on the fly today as I make the sauce. So the way that it works. Is
What
that
could you possibly not like about the sauce?
I don't know. It's your mom's recipe, you know? Maybe,
Yeah.
I mean, from my experience, adding salt and a little bit more garlic, that's for my mom. That's my only notes on my mom's cooking, but maybe Phil is a little bit more of a stickler.
Maybe.
We know he
maybe
loves
he's a bit more
salt.
picky.
Oh, he's a picky guy, I'll tell you what.
You're going to have to get
Mhm.
chopped veggies, chopped salt, pork, all different things. Toss it into the pot. Get the pot base going. Then as that's going, then you make the meat in this mixing bowl to make the meatballs. You set the meatballs aside, and then we're actually going to, let's right, ladies and gentlemen, hand grate.
What?
And then we're actually going to, let's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's right, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's drinking. For sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Hand grate tomatoes. That's how you really make sauce. You don't buy the shit from the store right? Most people say, "Oh, I'm gonna make sauce," and then they just, they base some tomato paste or whatever.
If you notice back here in the foyer, it appears like there are tons of boxes just sitting there. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
And then I think this door right here is either like a water closet where their water heater
Or their
is,
pantry.
or their pantry. Yeah, these
Yeah,
are
or a water heater type thing.
because I know
Utility closet.
they don't have a basement. I know that.
No, and there's no room behind that to lead down for stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll toss a few herbs and spices into it.
Sorry, I just want another angle on these. Are there DVDs behind the boxes? Or CDs?
They might be. Maybe DVDs.
This guy has so much shit.
It's not sauce. You need to hand grate the tomatoes in order for it to be real and genuine. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And then of course,
Sauce isn't real if it doesn't have hand grated tomatoes. So
No, but if it has not hand grated Parmesan, it's fine.
right. All you immersion blender users out there, all you blender users out there, you're not making real sauce. That's fake sauce, you fucking phony.
of course, adding all that to the pot. And then it basically, once you have your sauce together and you've added the meat to the sauce in the pot needs to simmer all day long. It is a 4 to.
So it's 10:47 in the morning when he's starting this.
Wow, in the morning.
Let's just make a note of that. I'm writing that down right now. 10:47. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Where's my pen? Did the cat knock it down? Oh my god, stream derailed.
4.5
The
hour
cat
long
lost the
process.
pen.
And a lot of people don't have the patience for it. 4 to 4.5 hours of cooking versus going out and buying it in a can or whatever, making a cheaper alternative. Like I said,
I'm just gonna say making sauce is quite a at least this kind of sauce to me is a very passive sort of thing. You kind of sure there's a lot more work on the front end. You gotta do your mise en place. You gotta cut up everything. But once you get it like portioned, you can just do other shit while the sauce is on the stove, and that's kind of how these things are great.
Yeah, because it really just has to simmer.
Right. Yeah.
Without the real tomatoes or whatever. And no, that's how you really do it. And it's funny because what I've actually done is I've spaced out today so that I'm going to be doing something for work where every maybe 20 to 30 minutes I could take a break, come down here and stir the pot, because that's what you need to do as it simmers all day. You come down here every 20, 30 minutes, open it up, take a wooden spoon, stir it up, taste it. How does it taste? Does it need anything added? Does it taste too salty? Does it taste too much of one thing or another? Adjust it on the fly, add some components as you cook it, and then continue to cook it. So that's how it's going to work today. We're going to set it up. It takes about an hour initially to set it up and to get all the components.
So I'm just doing a little bit of research here. I'm on Pig Go right now.
Pig Go, yes.
Pig Go. I think I may have found the video in which shoot. Did you hear that?
I heard something.
Stir the sauce this time around. Yes, there'll be more Street Fighter. It's going to be similar to this week, only I don't have to stir the sauce this time around because I just made so much of it that it's several meals worth. So no sauce this Sunday, but there will be more Street Fighter this Sunday.
Okay, great.
Characters you guys want to see me play with.
So, okay, great. That's great. We found a mention of the sauce in the other sort of gaming content out there. I'm gonna see if I can find another one. It's just incredible to me that this dude, like all of his content is so interconnected.
Yeah. And it's unintentionally so too.
It's like these bits and pieces of lore that you have to. It's like a scavenger hunt. You have to go out and find it, and put it all together.
Yeah.
Stopping, taking breaks to stir the sauce as it simmered. Hours the sauce. I know some people are wondering, gee, how did the sauce turn out? Because I've been talking about it all day. How did this sauce turn out that you've spent all these hours of time earlier today taking breaks to stir the sauce as it simmered for 4.5 hours on stream? I am happy to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to tell you
Spoilers, everybody. Spoilers.
that it came out great. It came
Ah,
out great. In fact, it came out better than the last time I made it. I was afraid that I had burnt the meatballs. I'm here to tell you that after the meatballs simmered, okay, simmered all day in the sauce, the meatballs were tender and delicious. They just had a little bit of char on them. We had meatball subs tonight.
Hold on.
Italian meatball subs.
the it got me really good, but go back. the meatballs simmered. Okay.
The meatballs were tender and delicious. They just
The
had a little bit of char
emphasis
on them. We
on
had
the
meatball
okay
subs tonight.
of the
Italian
meatball
subs.
simmered.
They were freaking delicious, and we're very much
they're freaking delicious, bro. My meatball subs are freaking delicious, bro.
forward to that sauce going towards future meals because we have 6 more containers of it. If you want the
Spoilers, by the way. Sorry.
full skinny on there, this week, over the course of this week, I'll be uploading all of the vlogs that I did.
This is what we're watching now.
Freaking delicious. Sauce, the meatballs. I'm here to tell you that after the meatballs simmered, okay, simmered all day in the sauce, the meatballs were tender and delicious. They just had a little bit of char.
I
on them.
muted. I laughed too hard. I coughed. That got me too good.
They just had a little bit of char on them. You know.
Subs tonight.
After the meatballs simmered. Okay.
Okay.
Tell you that after the meatballs simmered, okay,
It's me so much, but it does. It does. After the meatballs simmered.
After the meatballs simmered. Okay.
Oh, okay.
simmered all
Okay.
day.
I'm okay.
Simmered all day. Okay. Anyways, that was his little I guess, I mean, this was August 3rd he uploaded this, so you know,
Yeah.
pretty topical. It was the 2-day or the day of recording this. He uploaded this first video on August 5th.
Okay. Okay.
That video was on August 3rd. So anyways, let's jump back into here. We're almost done with the first video.
Components ready for it or into it, and then we're actually going to go ahead and have it start simmering. So
What?
Oh, she
What?
looked. Oh, that was a look of
start simmering.
faux surprise. Oh my gosh!
Look at the eyes dart back and forth. Do you see that?
Look at them. Yeah. Oh
I don't know
my
if
gosh.
she's just
She does
terrified.
not want to be there.
Or annoyed.
I can't tell.
I mean,
Genuinely, I
she's got
cannot tell.
she's got a whole condo she could be in. Do you think he was like, hey babe, I really need your help with this video, and
Probably.
I need you to hold the camera while I make my sauce, okay?
Make my sauce.
So, first things first,
So.
I'm going to start reading, get started here with what it says to do, prepare the things for the bottom of the pot, and go from there. Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Oh, that's the end of the first video. Thoughts so far on the composition of the video?
What? Why did it? Why do we end the? Why are we going to a new video? Why did the video end?
Well, you see,
Anyways.
actually, I think, you know, back then, this was 2014, so like the more videos you pumped out, the better your channel looked algorithmically, I believe, back in YouTube, in the YouTube
Maybe?
golden days.
Sure.
But here's the thing. It was this sort of practice of him just pumping out video after video after video. Like, this got him into trouble with his subscribers because he'd post like 60 videos in a day. And I don't know about you, but back then, like, I had push notifications on for YouTube. And back then,
and that's a lot. That's really annoying.
your phone would be going off every 20 minutes with like new video from DSP game, new video from DSP vlog, new video from DSP rec,
Yeah.
new video from KO gaming. That shit. Like, no, like, leave me the fuck alone. So there
Right?
are reports of a lot of people just unsubscribing for that alone.
Yeah. That makes
So
sense.
you really fucked the dog on that one. All right. Episode 2. Here we go. Okay. Just first thoughts. How do we like the grease in the hair?
That is slicked back.
It's
Wow.
it's very Italian style.
That is slicked back.
You know what I'm also seeing right now? Look in the back. Look in the background. The 5.1 speaker surround sound stereo setup.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you see that? Of course this guy has that shit. Of
Oh,
course.
absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Those speakers look so tacky.
Yeah.
It's right in the way. Look at that. Somebody's gonna trip on that. And those 2 wires hanging down looks
It's crazy.
atrocious.
And you know he brags about the surround sound feeling too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This man has never used.
Italian music. I can't really do the stereotyped Italian music.
Oh.
There you go.
Have you ever heard Panda's voice
that-
before? That's Panda
No,
Lee's
but it
voice.
fits.
Yeah. That sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Very throaty.
Further
Yeah.
along the process of making the sauce, my sweet.
This guy has never cut an onion before because just one pointer. He's using the wrong knife. I'm just gonna say that. He's using the wrong
Yeah.
knife.
He has chopped all the garlic and started with the onion, and we have put some yummy, delicious salt pork in this pot.
Now,
Salt pork. Good job.
so do you know what salt pork is?
Pork that's salted?
So it's, I mean, yeah.
Yay.
Whenever I make like, what do I use it for? Like whenever I want to make like really fancy beans, I use salt pork, like pinto beans,
Okay.
like refried beans, that sort of thing. Salt pork is in there because there's like so much fat in it. You can see these pieces right here. All that fat will render out and make, like a really homogeneous, very, I hate using this phrase, but a creamy mouthfeel. But it also gives you a lot of fat to saute your vegetables and your other sort of Italian style meats in, for this instance. But I've never heard of salt pork in a tomato sauce. It seems like it would add too much fat. I've only heard of using like, I don't know, if you're doing like a brajol. Do you know what brajol is? It's like a stuffed rolled meat sort of thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will like sear the brajol in the bottom of the pot and then make the sauce on top of that.
Okay.
Because the brajol flavors the sauce and the sauce flavors the brajol. Anyway, salt pork it's kind of an egregious take here. I'm not gonna lie, and I will say I think those pieces are way too fucking big. Because that's not gonna render very well or very quickly.
Once it starts coating it, then we add the garlic. And
Thanks for listening to me yap.
Thank you for yapping.
Look at this confidence in this cut right here. Look at this. Look at this.
Very eye-watering in here.
It's about to be, because now I'm cutting the onion, and you're gonna really start to be affected in the eyes. Trust me.
Oh.
It's just me.
Okay. Just want to take another look here. I will agree with his garlic slice size here. They are a little bit on the large size, but for a lot of sauces, you want to keep them in pretty thick slices so they don't burn at the bottom of the pot, and they won't just like disappear. Granted, you could do large slices if you're going to blend your sauce, which I don't think he does, but I don't know what he's doing with this onion, but it doesn't look good. It looks like he's making onion strips.
And me, as someone who doesn't know much about cooking and doesn't even enjoy cooking or like it, I can tell that his onion strips don't look right too. Like it's just they're chunky.
It could be the angle. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's gonna like for sauce like this. You want it to be very spoonable. You know, you don't want anything hanging off of
Yeah.
that. And
No.
that shape of onion right now seems like it's gonna be very
Used to be bad. Like I used to.
flaky.
When
I
used to
guess I
work in
don't
the
know.
food services
Yeah.
industry, all through high school and even into college.
Oh, the
I used
slicked
to do all
back
this stuff
hair.
with food.
Okay, let's get a run back on what he's saying here.
Bad. Like I be affected in
Bad. He's Jennifer Coolidge now.
the eyes, trust me.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Real bad.
Bad. Like I used to when I used to work in the food services industry, all through
The food services industry.
high school and even into college. And I used to do all this stuff with food. Onions always got me no matter what. And my boss used to come to the back.
Look at this strat. Do you see this right here?
I hate it.
Look at
That's
this
what I see.
Got me no matter what.
cutting
And my boss used to
perpendicular to the onion right here. One, this is a
Yeah.
very easy way to cut your fingers. Don't cut your fingers while you cook because it sucks. But he could have saved all this trouble and all this stress and all these tears if he cut the onion well and properly using a very sharp knife.
come to the back and he used to say, Phil, it's okay. You don't have to cry. Tell me about what's going on.
And you save time as well.
Onions, what do you think's going on? I say, Phil, if you could, please don't bring your personal problems to work. He'd be a real dick about it. He was joking, and I had
Ugh.
thick skin, so I laughed too. But
That's funny.
so yeah, we are
Crying
preparing.
like a bitch.
We are preparing many ingredients right now.
Oh god, it's hitting me. Oh
Many,
god.
many ingredients.
It's just a dull knife. That's all he's working with.
Actually, this
Yeah.
one, I believe, is actually
A
the
cheap
working-
knife too. You can
Well,
well, a cheap dull knife. Well, maybe not cheap, dull.
this is the
A dull
guy.
knife.
I don't know if I've told you about this, but I think he bought like a $75 hairbrush
Oh my gosh.
because he saw it in like a Sky Mall magazine or something.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
Yeah, hold on. Let me try to find it. Let me try to find it. DSP hairbrush. Magazine. I don't know. I don't think I can find it because that's a very specific sort of search result, but shoot. I don't know. People found the hairbrush and
Hmm.
it said it was like made out of like swine hair or something.
Oh my gosh.
Swine hair, so it was like perfect for people who didn't
Oh
want
my
to like
gosh.
take out like too much hair on their scalp, especially if you were balding. It was very gentle on the scalp.
Uh-huh.
Anti-dandruff sort of brush.
Meatballs.
Meatballs.
handmade meatballs.
Ooh. Meatballs.
That's a good sound bit right there.
Meatballs.
Ooh, meatball.
The handmade
Meatballs.
that we're gonna make.
I've never had a handmade meatball before.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Whoa.
I'm not Italian, remember?
Oh,
We don't do
yeah.
meatballs. We do potatoes.
Handmade
more-
potatoes.
Yes, handmade potatoes. And more
There
potatoes.
we go. So there's our minced.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't know about you. These two sound like they have superior chemistry.
And great conversations.
Absolutely. It's like a father and daughter.
What?
That garlic
Onion.
and that onion.
What? How did what? The garlic does not look correct at all in the slightest. That is not what that is not what garlic should look like. I'm scared.
I don't know how you fuck up garlic that bad, I'll be honest.
I don't know. I don't know how you cut up garlic, but even I know it's not like that.
He cut it like lengthwise, which is
You cut it. What? There's
know.
no hole in garlic.
he had old garlic, so
How do you find the hole in garlic?
or did he cut holes into it? That's the thing. My mom said the garlic with the holes in it tastes much better, even though it's older. Look at
No.
look at this master cutting technique.
That garlic
Onion.
and that onion.
Hell yeah,
Wow.
dude. Oh, if you noticed here with the garlic too, you see these portions right here, this one and that one? That's the heel of the garlic, and anybody knows
Yeah.
who's cooking. You don't eat the heel of the garlic because it's got a very
No.
dirty, bitter, earthy taste.
That garlic,
Onion.
and that onion.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is Phil's first time cutting garlic,
Sorry. Let's see.
because the garlic is bigger than the onion, bro. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is.
Salt pork is doing.
You gotta turn that heat up, Phil.
It's just starting to warm up, so it hasn't done anything yet.
You gotta turn that heat up, buddy. Okay, good boy. Good boy.
Salt pork to coat the bottom of the pot.
He's washing the gloves right now.
Oh.
Start adding other ingredients to start our base for the sauce.
Okay, you can move the camera, Panda.
Now, since we're waiting for that, which is perfect because you're supposed to wait for that, we're going to start making the meatballs.
Meatballs.
Which means we're going to get our chopped meat and or ground beef, which is really what it is, but my mom
Our chopped meat.
calls it chopped meat.
Chopped meat.
His mom calls it chop meat. Strange. I feel like Phil just grew up with a caveman as parents or something, because this guy knows nothing about the real world. This guy knows nothing about like what it is to be a human being. And to call something chop meat, that just, I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me.
I mean, you got to think about it though. It's meat that's chopped.
That's right. It's been minced.
Chopped meat.
Minced.
Get an authentic Italian
It's
experience
ground.
in our own home.
So,
Two beef.
yeah, I need to figure out how easily.
Very good. Very good, Panda. 2 beef. Hello, yes, ma'am. I'd like to order the 2 beef. Thank you, please.
Because I've never.
There's no way to easily get them open.
He has never cooked a day in his life.
No, he use scissors, use a knife, use something.
He has never cooked a day in his life.
Oh my
Look
gosh.
at this. Look at this dude.
Way to easily get them open, at least from my experience.
I'm ready to walk. I'm about ready to walk away from this. This is infuriating.
I mean, maybe you try this
Oh
the
my
first time
gosh.
you carry one of these motherfuckers, but no, you just gotta cut that bad boy open. Slice it.
Yeah.
And then you squeeze it out
cookie
like
dough.
toothpaste. Yeah.
At least from my experience.
Scissors, maybe? I don't know.
Oh my
Scissors,
god.
maybe?
This is the guy who wants a career on YouTube, like for the rest of his life. This is all he
Yeah.
wants. Like,
Knife's not going to do
he's not lived a life.
it.
A knife is not gonna do it.
Scissors, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
Not going to do it.
A knife's not gonna do it. Why not, Phil?
Why not?
Have to sterilize the scissors afterwards.
His scissors have a laser sight on them. Do you see that?
What?
His scissors have a fucking laser sight. Do you see that right there?
You're no. No, I refuse.
I am not
I refuse to
joking.
accept this as reality.
Hold on. Hold on.
No, this is not okay. I
His scissors
can't
have
be
a
here
fucking
right
laser
now.
sight.
I can't be here right now. I can't.
You can and you will. Look at this.
Not scissors with a laser
Scissors.
guide.
Scissors with a fucking laser sight. You can't see
Oh
it
my
because
gosh.
I'm a detractor.
I see them
There you
all.
go. Scissors with a fucking laser sight. That's what he's using right here.
Oh
you,
my
you can't tell me
gosh.
otherwise. He is so
Oh my
like
gosh.
Call of Duty pilled that his fucking scissors need a laser sight. Oh my god. What a fucking nerd.
Scissors afterwards.
God. He probably spent fucking $40 on those scissors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tube meat. They really gotta come up with more appealing packaging.
Well,
It just looks.
normally I would get the one that's in the styrofoam with the
Yeah.
plastic, but they didn't have it.
Yeah, we were limited.
We were limited in our selections of the proper ratio of meat to fat. When you're actually making handmade meatballs, you actually need fatty meat.
I disagree. You can always add fat into your meat. So having a little bit less fat in the meat tube, so they say, gives you a little bit more control on your fat ratios. I interrupted you. You said
I just am questioning everything he's saying.
Okay.
It's nothing specific.
Yep. You notice how he's not squeezing the meat out of the tube like you're supposed to do? He's like picking it out.
That's because it's too reminiscent of
Jan.
other things.
Of Jan. There you go, Phil.
Meatballs, not rock hard meat.
Now I want some cookie dough.
You don't want rock hard meat.
Tender meatballs.
Nope. No, sir.
Rock hard meat.
My grandmother tried making meatballs once. It was the worst thing I had ever tasted in my life.
So how much meat does the recipe call for? Turn the
Just fucking ignores her. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Tried making meatballs once. It was the worst thing I had ever tasted in my life.
So how much meat does the recipe call for? Turn
Just
the
fucking
page.
ignores her. And orders her to do something.
1.5 ounces. I'm sorry, 1.5 pounds, and this is
A pound.
16, so I'm only going to use half of this. Okay. Oh, let me rinse off my hand quick.
Oh, my
He's gonna go wash his gloves.
He was all upset that he was worried he couldn't get his Cento tomatoes. We had to go. We usually go to Fred Meyer for our groceries, and we got most of the stuff except for the salt pork and I think one or two other things. But then we went to Safeway and they had everything we needed, including my sweetie's Cento tomatoes.
You need Italian tomato. Oh,
Is that product?
take a list.
Good for them.
We got it finally. It's hitting the right temperature.
That's still way too low, fam.
Kind of looks like little ham
It's still
cubes.
pink.
It's not rendered any fat out. Look at that. Like, it's salt.
As someone who's given oneself food poisoning from undercooking meat, that's undercooked.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a long while to go until this is done. But
Yeah.
at least get a good, proper head start, Phil. Crisp that baby up.
Crisp it up.
Only it's fat.
You don't need to stir it yet.
Top of it. See that? Starting to coat the pot.
Ooh.
You want to move it
Mm,
around
ugh.
so the bottom is completely coated. It's not yet. As you can see, probably
It's a non-stick pot. You.
another minute or two.
Oh my
and all
god.
that fat will start to reduce in there and start coating. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, so there's another half thing of meat I gotta take out here. It's too tight that side. This side, I guess.
Why is he putting the dirty ass scissors on his cutting board?
He doesn't think they're dirty. I mean, he's washing his gloves.
He's washing his gloves, yeah.
Ew.
Wash your hands, dude.
Meat.
Do you think he just throws away the rest of this meat in the tube?
Ultimately, I think he like puts it in the fridge like he's gonna reuse it, but he
Later that
fully
night.
knows he's not.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
Oh, we're on to video 3. Here we go.
our meat ball concoction here. Okay.
I know it's a different era, but still, I'm confused by the cutting between the videos.
I think maybe the recipe.
I think what they wanted to do was just not edit at all. So Panda stopped the recording and then just started it when Phil said, "Okay, you can start recording now." I think that was
Truly.
simply it. And then they just took the SD
Yeah.
card and then uploaded to a playlist on YouTube. I think that's wholly what's happening here.
Absolutely,
Well, the eggs would be A
absolutely.
little bit bigger, so I may have to add in one additional egg here because they are looking a little dry. But this is
I've never seen anybody make meatballs with a fork. It's just a little bit of a critique here, Phil, but if you're gonna be making
comment,
meatballs,
yeah.
you gotta be using your hands, you know?
I think maybe the recipe
Yeah.
thought that the eggs would be a little bit
Or at least a spoon. Who uses a fucking fork?
bigger.
I don't know, man.
He's an
Someone who wants to
alien.
whisk the meat.
You gotta whisk the meat. Gotta get it nice and homogeneous
Onion,
with our giant chunks of onion.
the
Yeah.
ground beef, Italian breadcrumbs, Parmesan and grated Romano cheese, and
Deliciousness.
some eggs, maybe one or two other things. Yeah, you know.
Did he say salt at all? I didn't hear salt or spices.
You know what, honey? We need
Nope,
one
me
more egg.
neither.
We do.
One more egg. You know what, honey? I hate how he says honey. You know what, honey? Hey, honey. Honey?
Hey, honey.
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 Oh, Eggland's best. Only the best eggs for Phil Burnell. That's a
Of
giant
course.
egg. That's a fucking huge ass egg. No, these are happy eggs. Excellent. Those are like $1,000 right now. Expert commentary. Come on, Phil. Keep talking. Keep us entertained. Washing the gloves. Here we go.
Now let's check back on that.
Little
salt
beef
pork.
tartare.
Smells really good.
Let's hope he doesn't burn the garlic in there. Usually you only want to cook garlic for about 30 seconds to a minute before you add your other ingredients because you want that garlic to stop cooking so it doesn't burn. Hard to get rid of that burnt garlic taste,
Yeah.
especially in a sauce sort of scenario. It just kind of overpowers everything.
Better mixture now.
Still using the fork. Still using the fork. Masterful technique here, gang.
Yes, I
Masterful
I've
technique.
made homemade meatballs before.
Chef Burnell whisking it with a fork. Good shit. Good shit. You see how it's homogenous like that?
Grandmother,
It's not, though.
You see all those fucking breadcrumbs at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's the work of a master. Get your fucking hands in there, dude.
Use your hands. You have gloves on for a reason.
Right?
Ah.
Start forming the balls.
Almost. Look
Oh,
at
it
the.
hurts.
With that egg, I don't want
This man has never cooked anything in his life. Anything.
No. Never once.
All right. Good.
Okay, so
Okay. So
anyway, so I might as well do that.
the meatballs are tender.
You need to roll the balls in your hand. Size is completely up to you. Okay.
Do you like
Okay.
them super big, small, medium?
How do you like your balls, Phil?
Not like this.
Huge meatballs.
Me neither.
I think if you make huge ones, they don't cook through as well. Make it a little bit more of a raw center. And also,
I agree with Phil. I hate to say it. I like a small meatball.
Ooh.
I like a small meatball.
Wow.
Your meatball's
You
too big.
agreed
It's
with
just
Phil.
it's just not good. But here's the problem with his. His onion pieces in here are so big. They're
Yeah.
not gonna fully cook through, and they're gonna completely eviscerate any sort of like concrete texture. Because this is what
Yeah.
he's making meat concrete, is he not? He's adding a dry base, he's adding wet egg as a binder, he's adding the meat, and then that onion. Imagine that as like a giant boulder in your cement mixer. That's just gonna fuck things up. Like, I don't know.
make it a little bit more of a raw center. And also for making, for example, the subs, the Italian
The subs.
sandwiches that we're going to make later today.
That is a giant
We
meatball.
want them to be small enough so that they fit on the bread. So maybe even a little smaller than that.
It's a bit big, Phil. Yeah, a little smaller than that. A little golf ball sized.
Yeah, I don't like giant meatballs. I've been to a few.
You hear that? Panda does not like giant meatballs at all. I don't know if she's ever seen
No.
Phil's at this point.
Not a big fan of meatballs.
Don't like them that size. Then again, I'm not much of a meatball person myself.
No, she's not. I'll tell you what.
Nope.
But that's blasphemy to you.
The goat laugh.
Here we go. So it's out well.
Nuh.
Back on that salt pork. That a quick.
That's so greasy. Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at all that grease.
And look at the holes in the garlic.
You could fuck that garlic if you really want.
No.
Yummy.
I don't know what kind of piece you're rocking with. Maybe it's a bit too large, but
Oh my
This is
gosh.
pretty boring. Just making the meatballs. The next step is actually cooking the meatballs.
the next step is actually cooking the meatballs.
We'll be back for that
Okay, another video here. We're video 4. We're getting close to halfway through.
Has been prepped properly.
With the salt pork and garlic base.
Correct.
All right, Phil, the tip is to have a little bit higher heat. Don't crowd the pan. You don't want soup. You want a good sear.
Nice.
Correct.
He's going to crowd the pan, and it's going to have the heat too low.
Toss 'em in.
And then he's going to overcompensate later, and then burn
Cook through.
the meatballs.
Which we're gonna
That's
do
my
in
guess.
Oh no.
25 minutes. So if you
That's
just
my
set
guess.
that timer to 20 minutes on
I hope he
Oh, no.
doesn't, but it might.
Is he going to bake the meatballs too? Or is that a timer? That's a timer.
I think it's a timer, yeah.
20 minutes? 20-minute timer to cook the meatballs.
Okay.
You gotta let these cook in here, okay?
He crowded the pot.
Now I'm actually done. I don't need this stuff anymore. Take this off and actually use my hands. Is we are going to rotate the meatballs with tongs. Okay.
He acts like raw meat is like dangerous.
Cook.
Oh, it's so dangerous.
They're golden brown.
I want to say we have the same tongs.
I think we do. I
We
think
have
we
the
do.
exact same tongs.
We do. Absolutely.
To make sure that
They are also everyday living.
these are done, you don't want them to
Yep.
look pink at all. You want them to look
Because
golden
if they're pink,
brown.
they're raw.
That's right. You also don't want them to look dark brown. That means you overcook them.
Oh, I think
I'm curious to see if he cooks the meatballs in the sauce or he just leaves them to go.
that's what happens with
Like leaves them outside and then bakes them because
So what you're gonna do
Yeah.
is you just literally cook these for, like I said, the 20 minutes to 25
you think like getting a good sear on the outside and then letting them finish in the sauce
Would be delicious.
would be delicious, and they'd be lovely
your sauce.
and tender because they'd be braised in the tomato sauce.
Make the sauce. And the sauce is actually made in the
Let's see his strategy.
You don't make it outside and toss it in the cook area. No. It's all made fresh in the pot, right over the
so you
stove.
take
Fresh. The sauce is made fresh.
the sauce stuff in.
Yes.
Okay, so he has revealed his technique. He only cooks the meatballs first, and then he'll. That's not a good way to do it.
So it's basically like
Gotta braise your balls. Gotta braise your balls, dude. I'll let the sauce speak for itself.
So what we need to do is figure out what we put the meatballs in when they're done.
You could put them in a bowl or on a plate.
Oh, we have the other big bowl we bought, right? Plate. Maybe we have plates that are big enough.
The large plate might be. You might have to stack like 2 or 3 of them, but. Oh, they're sizzling.
He has crowded the pot. I will tell you that. Look at all the
Yep. Line the plates
I think
up
it's
with half
myoglobin leaking out from the meat.
so you don't want to eat all that.
They're steaming rather than searing.
Yeah.
See that? They're cooking.
Oh yeah, I see that, Phil.
They are cooking. Of course, you gotta be incredibly careful.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do not want to destroy the shape of your meatball when you're doing it.
Yeah,
Ah,
You destroy the shape of the meatball.
you hear that, Leanna? You gotta be very tender with my
It's
balls.
not hard yet. It takes a while.
It's not hard.
Fry.
It's not hard yet, Leanna.
It's not hard yet.
It takes a while to solidify, okay? You gotta be tender, okay? Okay?
Yeah, you gotta be
Okay.
tender. You gotta be
Okay.
tender, okay?
You can't just stomp on them, you know?
No, sir.
He's just dropping them.
Technique I'm using. Very gently lift and then release. It'll naturally roll into a new position. That one did not do.
Phil Burnell tries gravity.
Correct.
He's destroying his meatballs.
Yummy.
So I'm doing this with every meatball.
I cannot
You have to be gentle with them, so he then just fucking drops them in the pot.
wait to try these meatballs and the
Good strat,
sauce.
good
I've
strat.
never had either of them for me before.
Good strat. Great strat, if you ask me.
I had to wait. My sweetie had to make sure that I was gonna stick around long enough that I would not just take his
Okay,
recipe and
do
run
we get a
off.
look at the time beforehand?
So as they cook,
It
Before-
was.
fry more.
We started
Or
and it
12.
was like 10 something a.m. We're on video 3 and it's now 4 p.m. Or no, there's a timer going on.
Yeah,
Don't forget.
I'm jumping
So,
back. It's 11. His prep took him almost an hour. Cutting the vegetables and making meatballs. That is insane. Sorry. I'm jumping
Wow.
ahead again. That is insane.
Them together. Some of the onions came out, but that's okay.
That's all right, because you're gonna.
You see what I said? The giant ass onions will fuck
Yeah.
up the consistency of the meatball. I know what I'm talking about.
The thing is, it's fine as long as it's in the pot, because all that flavor from the
Yeah, the
onions
onion's still
caramelized
gonna
in the
go
bottom of
into
the
it.
pot. It'll go right into the meat.
He's speaking over her. Can you hear this?
absolutely.
Because all that flavor from the
Yeah, the onion's still gonna go into it.
It'll go right into the meatball.
He's raising his voice.
It'll still add its delicious flavor.
It's insane.
So we got another about 15
About
minutes.
15 minutes, and I think it's going to be done by then.
He just did it again.
Make them small enough that it looks like they'll be cooked. And keep in mind, even if they're just slightly under,
Keep in
it
mind.
doesn't matter, because you're going to put those into the sauce later.
You're going to put those into the sauce.
You put the meat in, so it actually cooks further and further in the sauce over hours of time. So you don't need to worry about
That's
if
the
they're a
hand
little bit
motion
under.
for cooking
Yes.
meatballs.
Yes.
I'm learning new things every day. Yummy.
I mean, I dig Leona's. I think she's an asshole too, but I kind of dig
Yeah.
her. You know, she.
I think he needs it.
He definitely needs it. He needs somebody who kind of like puts him in his place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Chef Boyardee.
Yep.
Back to the meatballs.
Video 5.
So we're finishing up the meatballs. Unfortunately, if
Ooh, Phil.
To the meatballs.
Okay, wait. We're at 3 minutes.
Back to the meatballs.
Yep.
What the fuck happened, dude? Where'd you go?
Because I was chopping veggies, I didn't have a chance to rotate
Oh,
it one
no.
last time before now.
Oh my
They're
god.
done, so they're actually going to get taken out, and then we're going to start making the sauce.
You know how you can avoid burning your meatballs?
How?
If you braise them in the sauce.
This
Thank you.
sucks that a few of them burnt,
Oh.
but that's the way the meatball falls apart, I guess. All right, burnt, but that's the way the meat.
This is
Please
the face.
stop. Please
this is-
stop right now.
This is the
Just-
face of an
just
Italian
don't.
man.
Don't even.
This
Don't
is the
stop.
This is the face of an Italian man. This is the face of an Italian man. Are you ready? This is the face of an Italian man.
Yeah, this right here.
The way the meatball falls apart.
That's an Italian man right there.
All right.
This is Italian
Straight up.
style media right here.
See,
Yeah.
just split.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Admit it, Phil. You don't know how to cook shit.
Sweetie, I still love you.
I'm gonna turn it down to low heat right now because it needs to be low heat to start making the sauce. Phew.
I do the same clippy thing with the
All
tongs.
spices are gonna go into the
Yeah,
sauce.
who
You have
doesn't
to.
though?
You have to.
You have to. It's a requirement.
It's a surgical
We got
procedure.
salt, we got
Yeah.
peppers. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, they are definitely burnt. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
we'll tenderize it a little bit once it's in the sauce, simmering for several
He's
hours.
swaying right now. Look at him.
But we
Swaying
Yeah.
back and forth.
still have some tenderness to them.
Yeah, it might just not be the immediate outside.
Right.
Sometimes you eat one, and it's like got that hard crust, but the inside soft.
Is he pressing the wrong button?
Hit timer.
I don't know.
He's drunk as shit. Look at this.
He's gone.
Soft. You do one, and it's like got that hard crust, but the inside soft.
Look at how many times he's pressing this fucking button.
Timer.
Yeah, that's rough. That is rough.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm gonna start taking these out.
Jesus.
Oh.
Not looking good, Phil. Not looking good.
Yeah, you definitely want to get that excess grease off of them.
Thank you, Panda. Boy, just, oh. Those aren't balls.
Real homemade meatballs.
You know, meatballs never do look pretty. No matter how you make them or where you get them from, they never do have a pretty appearance
Not
on
unless
them.
they're factory made.
Okay.
I've seen factory factory-made meatballs that look perfectly round. You're like, you know that no human touched that.
You know
shit.
that they put it like in a bowl. Mold, and
I could say
spin.
the same thing about Phil's balls. You know, no human has touched those things.
Ugh, gross.
Just apparent
Yeah, these are overcooked.
through his mannerisms.
Side there that's overcooked,
I think
not
it's
the
just.
inside.
Oh dear.
It's tough because it says the recipe, like I said, it's not exact science. It said medium-high heat.
Medium-high heat.
Medium-high, exactly on medium-high the whole time, and it cooked heat. And I had it on medium-high, exactly on medium-high the whole time, and it cooked faster than the recipe calls for.
Do you notice he's not taking any sort of responsibility for fucking up the recipe? He's like, oh, the recipe said otherwise, you know.
Well, why
It's
would
not-
anything be his responsibility?
I've done nothing wrong. I've done everything correct.
That's the thing. Everyone's stove works differently too.
Mm-hmm. Some of these are perfect. Like that one right there, that's gorgeous.
No, I wouldn't say that.
If that's gorgeous,
It's not very ballish,
This one fell apart.
I will say.
It fell apart in the pan. It didn't cook, or in the pot. Didn't cook properly. It is cooked through, as you can see.
so
But
it's
that's
not
fine.
raw.
We're still going to toss it in. You know, we're not going to waste it. Still going to toss it in. It's going to give the sauce more flavor. All right, so this is on low. Now what we actually need to do is start making the sauce.
I have no words.
So what we're
Nope.
going to do is we're going to take these cans of peeled tomatoes and we're going to open them.
Cento brand.
These are Italian peeled tomatoes. If you can't get Italian, your sauce won't taste right. And that was the problem we had. At first, we could not find
Did you hear that? If you can't get Italian, your sauce won't taste right.
this Italian peeled.
If your tomatoes aren't from Italia, it's just not going to taste right. It's fake sauce.
Tomatoes, and we were nervous. Well, I was
Oh,
nervous.
yeah, you were nervous. I had no
It wasn't
idea.
going to taste right, but then we found them afterwards.
And
so.
it's not just a nationality pride thing.
No, they're actually different.
Yeah.
Look, well, you can't really see it there.
Yeah.
They're longer, and they have a different flavor than regular tomatoes.
Yeah, all tomatoes taste different. You wouldn't substitute a beef
So
steak.
now we're taking our
for
food
a-
mill.
He's just not listening to her at all.
No, why would he?
Like, she's trying to provide commentary. He's just walking right over. You know, he's steamrolling.
For a cheers.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You add the food mill to the pot.
There you go.
It's on low now, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You take your tomatoes. You very carefully dump them into the food mill. Okay.
Oh, that's going to splash like a motherfucker.
Heat the can.
Yep.
All right. And now you grind the tomatoes. See what I'm doing? Catches up. You go back a little bit. And you go forward more. Forward more. Forward more. Oh, it starts to catch. Go back a little bit. That's how you hand strain tomatoes. Now what I'm going to need to do is grab a fork. Because you actually need a fork while you're doing this. To push the chunks down in front of the actual
In front of the actual milling.
milling.
Yeah,
To
because
get
Why does he use a fork when a spoon would be so much better for so many other tasks?
you're rotating them.
I don't know.
There you go. That's a great angle, sort of. You just do that until it's almost all completely pushed.
Yep, you're not going to get all of it through. Some
Yeah.
of the skins and stuff aren't going to go
Yeah, the
through.
skins are very.
I thought they were peeled tomatoes. This is expert.
Try to mush it up a little bit.
Expert technique. You like ASMR?
Yeah, but not this.
What do you mean? This is perfect ASMR.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree.
Nails on a chalkboard ASMR.
Respectfully disagreeing.
Tomato
with
sauce
that
ASMR.
statement.
I can't get enough of this. This is really
No.
everything you want in an ASMR video. It's a whole stereo sound. It's nice and crisp. You know, it's just kind of never ending. Loops perfectly.
Please kill me.
No, I can't. And then I would go to jail for a very long time. I wouldn't be able to watch Phil
How
Burnell.
many cans are we using for this?
Fuck his life
You're
up.
supposed to use 70 ounces.
Ah.
No idea what that is in the metric system. A lot of people who I know who are probably interested.
Yeah, over in the.
70
over-
ounces.
So we only got. They only
It's a
have 20
simple
ounces,
Google
so we're gonna
search.
do 2.5 cans of this.
So there you go. If you have a can of Cento tomatoes, 2.5.
If you have the 28-ounce can. There are bigger cans, but not in this area.
You're pushing the thing off the burner a little. There you go. Haha.
He just hiccuped. He's totally drinking. Listen.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
He went,
Off the burner a little. There you go. Haha.
Now, one thing you can do, and this is totally up to you. As you can see, we got all these big chunks of skin and everything.
oh, buddy.
Chunkier sauce. After you're milling this, if you can't get it to mill through, you could just put it right into the sauce afterwards, and that's totally your choice.
Rustic country taste to it.
Right. If you're not looking just for liquidy, but you're looking for.
Yeah, it's a preference for some people. What's your preference?
I like a mix. Like I'll probably put some of this in there, but not all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like when it's chunkier too. I mean,
Why mill the sauce?
Other things I'd be
You're just gonna add the skins back in. It just doesn't make sense to me.
But sometimes you just want it smooth.
You see the juices and stuff that are coming out of the bottom as I do this? See that?
Ooh, yes.
Can you see all the fat that's accumulating at the bottom right here? Can you see that? That's flavor right there. It's like a King Cobra JFS video.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot.
The good old traditions of food milling your tomatoes.
And notice the clock on the stove. We are about
It's-
2 hours after we're started.
Right. No, we started at 11, or sorry, so we started at 10:47. It's 11:57, 54 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're pretty much at the end. The more I mill, I'm not going to get that much left.
All right, Phil.
So, I'll put a little bit, not too much. A little
Phil,
bit.
no, you just ruined the texture of your sauce, you
Ooh.
fucking idiot.
Chunks in your sauce.
I like tomato chunks. They add flavor.
Not going to put all of it because
They add flavor.
Why mill it if you're just gonna put the chunks in?
Another 10.5. All right. So now I believe you're supposed to clean this up.
Why not just blend it? Bye, Phil.
Empty can halfway with hot water. Pour it in the food mill. And try to clean up. Use paper towels to clean up the leftovers and do the same thing with the other 2 cans. So hot water.
And these are instructions provided by your mom, who also provided us with things like the food mill and stuff that we don't have.
Oh, so Linda bought the food mill. So that's nice.
Oh,
Proper
okay.
equipment.
Thank you, Linda. Shout out, Linda. I hear you're on death's door. I hope that's not the case.
Because your mom is the Italian one. Italian and Polish?
Turn the food mill, you idiot.
Who was almost 100% Italian.
Wow.
Taught her this stuff.
If her father wasn't 100% Italian, what was he?
You don't know where they're
Yeah.
And Phil is a quarter Italian.
in Italy.
It might be. It starts with an F.
Do you know if it's north or south?
Maybe Foggia, Foggia. I think that's what it was.
We'll have to ask your parents someday. Well, your mom. Your dad wouldn't know.
All right, so that's it. Here, I'm gonna be doing this for 2 more cans. You don't really need to see that, but that's what we're gonna be doing until the next step.
All right, there's a great opportunity for a little break. I need a little beverage.
Yep, me as well, me as well.
Great.
Excellent.
Great. I will queue up a little break here, and we'll get going. Yeah.
All right.
here to tell you all about my family's secret recipe. The ingredients include a giant amount of sugar. I say, add sweetness. And they say, how could you? And I say, listen to this. So, my mom, she's been making this recipe for generations. My great-grandfather made it. He taught it to his son, and his son taught it to my mom, and Linda taught it to me, and Linda taught it to me, and now I make it once a year, and I can even show you how we do it. I'm just gonna tell you, you get real Italian-style tomatoes like this garbage you buy in the store. And if you know how to process them correctly, you get this amazing tasting tomato. You add a ton of fresh garlic, a ton of fresh basil, and you cook it over time, and then you add a shit ton of sugar. And they say, what? A shit ton of sugar? Well, my family, a quarter Italian. Is that traditional Italian? Who knows, but it tastes good. If you make it the way we do, it tastes good. So, that's how we make it. That's how Cat likes it. It's really good. It's delicious. Yeah, so if you can get real Italian tomatoes, you don't want to add that much sugar. But here in America, it's very different. In America, our tomatoes aren't great. They have a lot of acidic flavor.
Self-anointed Lord of the cows, Phil Burnell is the king, breaking in his passive-aggressive income. Begging is his thing. You beg and shoot to me, you bust it online, need your money. Tips, subs with super chats are fine. How much money does he need? A so-called legend past his prime. The LARPers plant the seed. They'll declare your tips are mine. You beg and shoot to me, you bust it online, need your money. Tips, subs with super chats are fine. How much money does he need? A so-called legend past his prime. The LARPers plant the seed. They'll declare your tips are mine. You beg and shoot to me, you bust it online, need your money.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. How are you?
Hey, back at it again.
How's it going? Welcome back. Are you
Doing good.
are you doing well? Great, 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 great. I will tell you,
Doing
we are in the
good.
home
Went to the
stretch.
bathroom, got a drink refresh. You know,
Very
we're
good.
feeling good.
Very good, very nice. We are in the home stretch. Okay. We have only a little bit more video left here.
Okay.
And it's feeling good. It's looking good. It's sounding good, and Well, I actually no, it's not looking good. I don't think the sauce is going to turn out very well.
Yeah, you might want to reconsider some of those statements.
Yeah. It's kind of just like blanket statements I do just out of
Yeah.
general anxiety. It's putting up a mask to that's too much. Let's not get into that. Let's get into the sauce, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so we milled all of our real Italian tomatoes, and now what we're doing is we're adding 3 cans of tomato paste
To thicken it up?
to thicken the sauce. Yes, that is
Because
correct.
just the tomatoes would make it too liquidy.
That's right.
She talks like
I
a
know
baby.
something about sauce.
She does. She does baby talk quite a bit.
We're using
Baby
the one
talks
simply
real
because that's all
hard.
They have at our local stores.
But that is not the one you would normally use back home in Connecticut?
No, I believe it was called Contadina. Was the one from
Fancy Italian name, basically.
right.
Very Italian.
Out here, there's not out here
Yeah.
at all.
Well, remember, West Coast doesn't exactly have a high Italian population.
Okay, no comment to that, Phil.
No comment.
No
No
comment
response.
to that.
No acknowledgement. No nothing.
Where there's some like I don't know Italian American genocides on the West Coast that we don't know about, and Phil's like, how could you actually bring that up? How could you joke about that?
Right.
I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, it is 12:15 on that clock right now. He's just adding the tomato paste.
They probably do it.
Let's go.
Depending on where you are.
Also, something I want to point out, something that is egregious to me. He is using metal utensils in a non-stick pot. If he scrapes up
For shame.
if he for shame, exactly. If he scrapes up any of that non-stick coating and it goes in his food, it will give him and his loved ones cancer. Now,
Yeah.
it's Phil.
Sounds like that.
I don't
It
know.
is Phil.
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank for Phil.
Yes.
So then what you're supposed to do, supposedly, which I think this will be interesting to try to get this to work, you're supposed to take 2 of the cans,
2 of the cans.
right?
Fill them up with water. What are we doing with the cans, Phil?
Hot water.
Hot water.
That's hot. You fill up 1 can.
Is he about to do what I think he's about to do?
You're supposed to
He
pour it
may
through
just be.
2
Oh my god.
to try to get some of that paste that's stuck in there unstuck.
This is doing
It
nothing,
would
Phil.
make sense that the hot water would loosen it. It's already starting to work.
You're supposed to do this for all 3 cans.
This is insane.
To get the most out of your canned tomato paste.
Do you think Phil's mom gave him this recipe and made him do this part so he just stopped fucking with her while she was cooking?
Maybe.
Like,
Yeah.
All right, Philip, you need to
Okay, Philip.
you need to pour the hot water between these 3 cans to get all the tomato sauce out of the cans. Okay, Philip. Okay, my little baby Burnell. Okay, all right, you can do that. It's gonna take you about 45 minutes to do that. Okay. I gotta go for a cigarette. You gonna be okay? Watch the sauce. Okay, baby. Bye-bye. Like that's exactly what's happening here.
Okay.
That work out real well, Phil?
This one. Same thing. And by the way, this is the final step. After this, you just add all the ingredients to the sauce that you just toss right in. You're done.
The onions and garlic?
All kinds of stuff. You'll see.
He didn't saute the onions or the garlic?
Nope.
And the spices? Does smell good
He didn't bloom any of his spices in the salt pork?
already. We haven't
Insane.
even had spices.
I'm not a cooking
Different from the traditional recipe we're at.
supremacist, but
Few things that's a little different from the traditional.
I think Phil is tasteless.
I don't recall
Yeah.
if I ever had like well, this isn't technically just a pasta sauce, but I don't recall having a sauce that has red pepper, but it might have just been small amounts. I'm curious to see how this will come out.
Excellent commentary, Leanna.
Thank you for
Well,
providing
it's
it.
been advertised homemade sauce.
Gotta juggle the water back and forth.
You gotta juggle. It's very important. You gotta put
Yeah,
that can
that
lid down
most
too. It might
important
hit. It
step.
might hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Look at all that tasty water in there.
There you go.
All that delicious tomato paste.
The final one.
Oh, you got to do it 3 times. Yeah,
That's a
totally.
nice red color.
Linda came up with this just to fuck with him.
Absolutely.
You can do a lot of things with this sauce. You can make it in a big batch, save it for a month, have pastas and grinders and
Thank you, Leona.
I don't know if other things that require that sauce.
Just pastas and grinders. Thank you, baby. Thanks, honey.
Chicken parm, veal
Yeah.
parm, any kind of an Italian dish.
I'm not as into chicken parm.
Chicken parm, veal parm, any kind of Italian dish.
Parm, veal
Yeah.
parm,
Yeah.
any kind of an Italian dish.
Yeah.
I'm not as into chicken
Oh,
parm.
thanks, buddy.
I know you love the different parms. I don't think I've had veal parm.
All right, so now
He's just not talking to her. That's
No,
insane.
he is not acknowledging her existence at all.
Why even have her around if you're not going to talking to her? And we know
Wow.
you're not fucking. I mean, probably not fucking her. Yeah, let's be honest. You know, there's nothing going on
Yeah.
there.
we're pretty much done with the tomato ingredients. Now we move on to the things that are going to make the sauce unique. Okay.
The
This will
spicy
make the
veggies.
sauce unique. You hear this?
So first,
Okay.
Get your pen and paper.
we got to try to
Nope.
dilute that. 'cause remember
Yep,
that
get them
piece
out.
is
Come on, you got time. Come on.
Yeah, it's all
bottom
Nope.
right
Come
now.
on.
Stir
No.
it up with the
Yep.
slotted spoon.
Get the pen and paper. Come
Nope.
on. You got to
I'm
make the
good.
sauce unique. You got to
I'm
make it
good.
right.
And you see already, see how it got thicker when I
It got
started doing
thicker.
that? 'Cause the
You
paste
see
is not
that?
diluting. See the paste there?
Mm-hmm. Do you see that?
With the slotted
Are you taking
spoon.
notes? Is your notepad out?
I don't
to get a
think
nice
it's very
thick
thick at all.
sauce.
It's
I
very
don't know that
thin.
thick is a word I would use
Gotta
to
cook
describe
down.
it.
That perfect.
What is that green thing in there? Do you see that?
Breaking down. That's good. Notice I am using a plastic spoon. That is so it does not destroy the edges of your pot. Everything today you buy, almost everything you buy is non-stick, unless you buy something that looks like it's stainless
So, you remember my whole spiel from like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's saying it now after he's used metal utensils in this pot.
steel on the inside. Everything has that non-stick coating, and this will prevent it from scraping the non-stick coating off of your pot and or pan or whatever
Thus
you
preserving
use.
the overall shelf life of your pots and pans. Because after a while, if it gets too scratched up, it's pretty much useless.
All right, we're almost done here. And we're going to add all the ingredients to finish it off and start it simmering. So,
It is so watery.
It's so
all right, so
watery.
the final stir,
So watery.
all done, right? Look at that. See that? You get a little bit of chunkiness to it.
He needs to get like an immersion blender in there.
Rich.
Thick blender. Just, you know,
Yeah.
30
Nice
seconds.
pieces of the tomato and stuff in
Get it
there.
I
homogenous.
love tomatoes.
And keep in mind, as this simmers, it
I
will
love
actually
tomatoes.
cook all those little pieces of tomato that are in
Okay,
there.
honey.
And it'll reduce the liquidy aspect.
He doesn't even say that shit. He just says,
No.
yeah. Anyways,
Now what we're going to do,
so,
we're going to add all of these seasonings.
All of
Starting
Ugh.
oregano.
Ugh. Ugh.
25 shakes.
25 shakes of oregano is not a precise measurement, Linda.
Correct.
He's very used to this hand movement. I'll tell you what, he's a pro at that.
Yeah.
Garlic salt. I believe it's 2 shakes, yes.
2 shakes of garlic salt.
And onion salt, so.
Cat, get down.
I'm actually going to do 4
4.
shakes.
4 shakes? Oh, you're getting wild and
Whoa,
unique.
get crazy.
He's getting wild and unique. Gotta make a note of that.
4 shakes or 2?
1, 2, 3 shakes.
1, 2, 3 shakes of onion salt.
Red pepper, which was not in the original recipe, but I wanted to have a little bit of kick, the sauce. So I'm going to give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shakes.
That seems like a good amount. Not
Keep
too
in mind, it's for the whole pot, and it's very big chips, so probably didn't come out The recipe calls that you can add a bay leaf if you want. I'm gonna add 2 bay leaves, if not 3.
That's
Whoa.
what I used when I made the brine for our barbecue chicken. I used 4.
Very good. Very good, Leona. We love that. Bay
No
leaves and a
reaction.
brine. No light work, no
2.
reaction. You gotta lay them very gently in the sauce, Phil. They could break.
3. I'm gonna
Yes.
add 4.
Very gently, very
Bay leaves for the whole
kindly.
thing, the whole pot. Now you can really start to smell the spices.
Oh my god, yeah, I love
immediately
oregano.
cooking.
Oregano and cilantro.
Now, this is
There's no cilantro in this,
Last
Leona.
time I made this, the recipe calls for a cup of sugar. I put a cup of sugar in there, and I thought that it was too sweet. When I tasted the sauce, I was like, "Why does it taste so sweet? Doesn't my mom's sauce doesn't taste that?"
Pro tip. If you're ever adding sugar to a sauce and you're about to simmer this sauce for a very long time, don't add the sugar. Wait.
Okay.
Once all of that water is out of there and that tomato is condensed, it's going to have a more robust, in Phil's words, flavor. All those sugars within the tomato will have an opportunity to caramelize,
Okay.
thus sweetening your sauce, no?
Correct.
So why add sugar at this point?
I don't know.
Because he's pre-diabetic, folks.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I got my little draw thing. Hold on. I gotta draw my
Maybe half
horns.
of it or 3/4.
Ooh, yellow horns. Very nice.
I can get the fucking box open. There we go. That's just under 3/4 of a cup. That's what I'm gonna put in there. And I got sugar all over.
That is
the
so much sugar.
I'll take care of that.
That is so much sugar. You're not making Kool-Aid, buddy. You're making tomato sauce. That's got sugar
he
in
know
it
that?
already.
Sugar do in the sauce.
Adds sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, it's all gonna be tartness, and you won't have any
It's gonna
kind
be
of sweetness
acidity
to
from
the sauce.
tomatoes.
Right, you'll have
And then spice.
tart and its acid and nothing else.
I completely disagree.
Now we gotta stir all that in, and then we add
That's
the
just me.
final ingredients and then the meat. So let me get the slotted spoon again.
Do you want to make this sauce? Do you want to see what it's like?
Yeah, let's see what it's like. Absolutely.
Oh, I love it.
Start to smell it now.
Oh, it's probably really bad.
So good. You know, when I was growing up, we never had oregano in the house. Never.
No oregano
Never.
in the
Nope.
house.
It's not a spice we traditionally used. Keep in mind, every European country used different spices for most of their meals. Oregano is more common in Italians than, my family.
What is your family, Leanna?
Okay.
We
Right?
used a lot of dill.
Tell me,
Know that.
please. Hangen. Hangen. What kind of a last name is that?
I don't know.
And garlic, both chopped up.
It says German, Dutch, and Danish.
Huh.
Hangen. Hangen? Hangen. Anglo-Saxon name derived from the baptismal name of John, which is originally derived from the diminutive
And then stir it.
Johann
And
Kin.
then nope, finally your
Okay.
meat. And then you stir it, and then you're done. I'll just double check. I'm almost
I don't know.
positive that's it.
German. It seems.
German.
Yes.
Just take a look at this. This is Italian style excellence right here.
No, it's just sauce. It's just sauce.
Sauce.
What's
and
Italian about it? It's besides the fact that it's sauce.
it's made by it's made by a quarter Italian man
Ah,
who believes he's a full style Italian.
no.
Doink. Oh, they float.
And guess what else we're gonna add?
Little
Sausage.
cameo from the cat there.
I heard
And
her.
sausage. Let's do that
Wow.
in here too.
I love sausage.
Now, imagine you're about to sit down with an excellent bowl of penne or any other sort of noodle, fusilli, rotini, anything, and you eat your sauce, and you get a giant chunk of circular raw onion in your fucking
Nope.
spoon.
Would hate
Like,
that. 10 out of
fuck?
10.
no.
0 out of 10. Would hate
Bad.
that.
It's bad sauce making.
Of both Italian and non-Italian.
I'm pissed that these burnt. I really am.
Oh, it's okay.
You should have braised them in the sauce, buddy.
It's different stove.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Phil. It's not your fault.
Well,
Nothing's his fault.
It's never your fault, Phil.
Never his fault. Never his fault.
Never his
That's the song we should submit for the festival thing.
For real. For real.
Free. Never his fault.
Never. Oh, you're not even coming through. But I
Yeah,
can hear you
no.
over there.
You probably are a little, but
Gotta get you a different mic.
we can make the sausage another day, and then we'll put the sauce.
Just
with
change
it.
some of my settings. It's fine. Also, my mic's not really picking me up because my nose is really stuffy, as you can probably hear at this point.
It's a developing situation, and
Yeah.
we're being very proactive and adaptable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to simmer all day. Low setting.
All right. It is 12:27.
Low setting.
12:27. They've been making the sauce for an hour and a half at this point, right? So they started. Oh well, 12:27. They've almost been making the sauce for an hour and 40 minutes at this point, because they
Wow.
started at 10:47, right?
Right.
Hour 40 minutes just to get everything in the bucket.
Setting.
And then you come back and stir it every half hour or so.
Just fucking ignore her.
Yeah,
All
again.
those ingredients in there.
It does look a little chunky so far, but not too chunky.
The thing that's chunky is the onions, because I'm not good at chopping onions. I can't cut them small. I'm not a professional chef.
Yeah, cut them small.
So
I'm not a professional chef. I will tell you. I mean, I know my way around an onion. And I can cut onions like an ace compared to this guy.
Yeah,
compared to the
absolutely.
guy.
The
What you're
guy.
seeing now is going to cook over the course of 4.5 hours, and you will not see those chunks. They're all going to caramelize. They're going to be the clear kind of onion, and they're going to be reddish, and you're not going to really taste them that much. The
But the
flavor's
onion
gonna
does add a bit of flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Where the onion salt cannot. Because onion salt is not a substitute for onion.
Correct.
All right.
Yes,
Good job.
very good, Leanna. Very good.
So now, the lid. Right? And you set the timer. How do you do this?
Time up.
Maddie,
Nope.
We'll
he
set
doesn't
it
even know how to use a
now.
fucking oven.
Alright, yeah.
He doesn't know how to use a fucking stove. He's lived there for months.
I understand this.
This is a man-child.
Yes.
He is not cooking any sort of meals in this scenario.
No.
Oh my god.
And what you do is you wait about every 20 to 25 minutes. You come in here, you stir it with a wooden spoon, or you could use that slotted spoon too, but we'll use wooden spoon.
Does the wooden spoon add anything other than authentic Italian
No.
experience?
So, and that's it. You just let it simmer all day, right? Right now it's 12:30. Well, that's actually wrong. It was 20.
Yeah, that wasn't
5
fast by
or
like 10,
12:30.
15 minutes.
So, it's gonna cook for about 4 to 4.5 hours. So you figure 4:30 or 5ish at the latest, it'll be ready to go. And at that point, you can use it for anything. Like I said, pasta, meat dishes. You can make we were gonna do meatball subs, but I don't know now if we're going to now because those meatballs look really overcooked.
Oh boy, not the meatballs.
Once it's simmered, will they?
Well, we got that sausage
Juice
and
up
we
at
got
all.
that pasta just in case as a backup. We got two options.
So there you have it. That is the basic premise of how to do it. And
That's the
because
basic
of
premise,
what I
gang.
set up today to do for work, I'm going to be coming back down here, every half an hour or so.
And I'll be coming down too, I'm sure, to stir
check
when
on the
you're
sauce,
when
to
you're
stir it.
mid-fight.
Whatever, and really that's that's it. It's complicated. It's a lot of steps.
It's not complicated at all.
It's not.
Every recipe's different.
Yeah, anyone can make it.
It's not like a souffle or whatever. You have to be very precise with your measurements or anything. It's just like, oh, throw this shit in a pot, let it simmer. That's it.
That's it. That's all you need to do.
So it's more personal preference.
Traditional style of how to do it.
Traditional style.
Red pepper,
Few changes.
salt and less sugar.
Based off of the last time that I made it, when it tasted too overwhelmingly sweet.
It's a trial and error recipe, pretty much.
Right. So today we did it. We'll see how it is. If we like it, we'll make it like that again next time. If not, we tweak it some more. I'm sure it won't be horrible. It's just that you have personal tastes.
At least you're confident it won't be horrible.
Yeah. No, there's no way. It's gonna be decent, no matter what.
It's gonna be decent.
With all the work that we put into it and all the ingredients and shit in there, of course it's gonna be good. So,
It already does smell good.
all right, that is it for how to make my traditional
Italian sauce.
family recipe Italian sauce. It's gonna simmer in there now for a while.
And we'll see it in 4 to 4.5
Okey-dokey.
hours.
Yes, we will.
They did not come back. They did not come back.
They did not come back. They were lost at sea. They did not come back.
They got lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
And now we think back upon this tragedy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Last of 2 videos left.
Okay.
Or sorry, the first of 2 videos left. Very short, very short. Just before we get into the tasting, how you feeling? Do you think it's a very scrumptious sauce we've got here so far?
Not in the slightest. I think it is the most watery bullshit you could try to have. And I think it's not good at all.
He added no pepper to the sauce. No. The only form of salt that is in this recipe is the salt pork and the garlic sauce and garlic salt and the onion salt, which is not a substantial amount. For a sauce like this, you need to be seasoning in layers to get the full aromatic effect of the herbs. He's just thrown it in right before simmering, and it's just not going to turn out well. It's going to be very fatty, very, very sweet, tart experience. Let's see how it goes. That's my prediction, at least.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have.
She's very happy. She wants to eat. She's got a root beer. Phil's got a Sobe water. Looks like they've got a little
I used
bit
to
of
love Sobe water as a kid.
Listen,
Fact.
the pina colada one was excellent.
I just really liked the pink one because I was a girl.
It was good. It was really good. It was good shit.
Yeah.
I think he's drinking the pink one right now.
Well, in my head, he's a girl as a young child.
He's a girl. He's the girl.
Something that I have cooked, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. And the result of my long day laboring over a pot.
Get a good look at that. Doesn't that look great? Doesn't that look like there's like maggots on it already? Couldn't even buy that.
It looks like what you're served at summer camp.
The fancy
if you're
cheese.
lucky.
I mean, I'll be honest. If I was really drunk, like Phil is right now, I'd slam that.
No, yeah, I'm saying if you're lucky at summer camp, you're served this, but you're still at summer camp eating summer camp food.
This is like sundown town diner, Gordon Food Service style, Cisco style food that you're getting here.
Oh yeah.
This does not look good.
Of sauce and meat, we have.
Oh.
Oh.
Why are we here? Are we made just to suffer? She's got like the Stanley Kubrick eyes going on here.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, this Kubrick stare.
Oh.
Have homemade meatball sub.
Her nails look very nice. I will give her that.
Yeah,
Look at those nails. Those are very well grown, well filed nails.
Leanna is about to dig into.
Oof.
Now the meatballs themselves unfortunately got a little bit singed on the outside, but when we actually put them in here, the meat looked perfect.
Oh, it looks like he's got 2. Is that mold?
Oh. You know, when we
Is-
were looking at some of the kitchen earlier, I knew it was the wrapping around the bread, but I thought that the bread had mold. And looking upon this, it does look like mold again.
I know it looks like he's got like parsley here, but this looks like mold.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be oregano. Could be oregano.
But hopefully.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Ugh.
My homemade meatball subs. What do you
I don't think she liked it. Look at her.
Oh no. Who would?
Sexual meatball sub I've ever had.
really?
Mostly 'cause I've
Sexual.
never had
Did
one
she
before.
say sensual?
Sexual.
Gentlemen,
She said
my homemade
sexual?
meatball subs. What do you think?
It is the most sexual meatball sub I've
Oh my
ever
god.
had.
Really?
She's
Chase, I
just
need out of here right now. I need out. You
she's
gotta
just-
let me out of here.
she's just not getting the attention she needed at that point.
No.
I think, Also, one thing I want to point out in the year of our Lord 2014, do you see the handset phone right here? Who needs that?
Yeah.
Who needed that even back then? It was 2014,
I don't
sure.
know.
Sorry.
Mostly 'cause I've
Sexual.
never had one before. But
You never had a meatball sub? Wow.
You don't know anything about this child you brought into your home, have you? Do you?
Hello, not Italian.
I guess that's true. So
I mean, I'm not Italian. I've had plenty of meatball subs, have you? Little Subway
Yeah.
sandwich style. I will tell you, the Subway sandwich meatball sub, awful. But if you haven't had one in
yeah.
like 5 years, it fucking hits. I'll tell you what.
But
Oh,
well,
yeah.
what I did, you take the meatballs out, you put it right onto the sub, and they're already covered in the sauce from simmering all day. Then you put a little bit more sauce, you sprinkle mozzarella cheese, and I actually give it a sprinkling of Italian seasonings on top, as you
That is Italian seasoning. It's not mold.
can see. 2
Okay.
homemade meatball subs
Sure.
for dinner. Leanna's having one. If she's hungry enough, she'll have a second. We'll have.
She has permission. She can have a second. She has permission. If she's hungry enough. If she finished it, Leanna's kind of a wasteful eater. If she eats all of her food, she may have some more. But if she doesn't eat any, she has to eat that for breakfast tomorrow.
Right.
She has to finish her leftovers.
Right.
We're still teaching her how to eat the food.
To see. So is it good? You like it?
I don't think she likes it.
Great, and that is the
There's the pot. There's the legendary pot.
fruit
There
of
it is.
4.5 hours of hard labor, but
Oh,
it's
boy.
worth it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We need to go back here. What's the time on the clock? 5:14. That sauce has been simmering for, I'm just going to say, 4.5 hours, right?
Right.
5 hours? Last time we saw the sauce, it was 12:27.
Right. So 5 hours. 5 hours. Almost.
Okay.
Worth it.
Uh-huh.
All right, everyone. So what I want to show you is the final product and just how much sauce you can make with that one pot that we did today. So right here in the fridge, we've got 2 of these containers. Let me show you. Pull it out here. 2 of these containers. It's full of sauce. It's heavy. This is enough for 1 meal each, pretty much.
That's a lot of sauce per person.
Yeah.
It's full of.
I mean, that's probably what, a 4 or 5 cup container, maybe 6 cup. And if you'll take a note, I don't know if you could see this, but this line right here at the top,
Uh-huh.
I have a theory of what that is.
What is it?
I think that's fat that is congealed at the top of the sauce.
Oh.
Look at the
yeah.
amount of fat in there. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's heavy. This is enough for 1 meal each, pretty much. And what we did is we separated them up. Some of them have meatballs in them, and some of them don't. Okay, some of them are just sauce. So, for example, later this week we're gonna have pasta. Whatever pasta we have, I like the meatballs, so I'll have it with it. Leanna might not want the meatball, so she just gets the plain sauce. You can keep 2 of these in the fridge, and they last about a week. But what we also did, of course, is we are freezing.
I just want to get a look at his freezer here. We've got grilled chicken strips. We've got a frozen pizza. Everything bagels. What appears to be Outshine popsicles, like popsicles.
Popsicles, yeah.
And then these two boxes, I'm not quite sure what they are. They could be Hot Pockets?
Something like that, maybe.
Or toaster strudels.
Oh,
These are
yeah.
totally toaster strudels. Look at the little
Yeah.
toaster on the box.
Absolutely.
Or is it? We're freezing 4 more. And yes, they're all full to the top. 2 more have meatballs in it, 2 more don't.
Nice half and half.
So there you have it. That's pretty much, 6 meals plus the 2 that we had today. So really it's about 8 meals overall that you get out of that one pop.
And we just found out today we had this drawer.
Well, yeah, we didn't know we had this back drawer in the fridge, which is kind of funny. It's perfect that these things fit there. So there you have it. We got our pasta dinner already. All we got to do is
Narrow bookcase.
make pasta later this week, pour the sauce, nuke the sauce in the microwave, put it right on. We've got other dinners lined up. We want to do something.
Free material if you're into this sort of thing. She was of age at the time, so it's
right
free
there.
reign. The dogs are out, they're ready to go.
Wow.
Got some, I mean, looks like she got a pedicure or something at this point. Very, very well trimmed, very well taken care of.
Something with Italian
Yeah.
sausage. If we want to do chicken parm, veal parm.
Is she wearing a skirt?
It doesn't even have to be parm. It could
Yeah.
be some
Or a
She's wearing-
dress.
She's wearing a skirt.
other meals that you get peppers and stuff. You chop them up with it. You got plenty of sauce, and that is the cool thing about making a pot of sauce. It's not just one thing. It lasts you a long time, even though it's a lot of work. As you can see, we finally
Get a
cleaned
lot
up.
of
We cleaned up the
meals out
kitchen.
of it.
You get,
What time is it?
even though it's a lot of work. As you can see, we finally.
5:55.
5:50 something.
5:55. So they ate dinner. It's a quick turnaround. Oh boy. Like, he had a blender, he has a grater, he has a shit ton of coffee cups. I mean, that's a normal kitchen. Like,
Yeah.
multivitamins in the kitchen, that's a little weird, but I get it.
We cleaned up the kitchen.
Yeah.
You get a ton of meals out of it, and
Wait.
as you can see, we finally
Get a
cleaned
lot
up.
of
We cleaned up.
Do you see the handset? Right here?
Yeah.
And he's got a
That's
hand,
crazy.
and he's got another one not like 25 feet away.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got him on a deal. Like when he signed up for internet, they got him cable, and then they got him
Maybe.
like 4 handsets for his tiny condo.
Yeah.
The kitchen. You get a ton of meals out of it, and so it's definitely worth it.
Which is more than the meals I've been making. Those are one meal, unless you make a big portion.
Right.
Which we
Sorry, I just want to see his dining room here.
one meal.
Interesting. Very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad. I don't know. There's something about it. It just screams like, this is the it. This is the end. This is it.
Unless you make a big portion.
There's no warmth in there.
Right.
Which
No.
She is wearing a dress, by the way.
we don't.
So, yeah, that moving forward, we're probably going to end up doing that at least once a month. Maybe every 3 weeks, we'll have to see.
Yeah, depending.
And the best time to do it is on Sunday when I'm playing Street Fighter, and you have the little intervals of time where you can come down and stir the sauce and get right back to the work. So,
We could even maybe do it on Saturday and then freeze it ahead of time.
yeah, we shall see. We shall see. what
We
happens with
shall
the schedule moving
see.
forward. All right, thanks everyone for joining us for the family recipe homemade style Italian sauce. Hope that you enjoyed it. If you learned anything, you think you may try it out yourself, keep in mind it's not an exact science.
Oh, she's getting a multivitamin.
Gotta get a multi.
She's getting a multivitamin. Hell yeah.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
good for her bones.
You can
Got
do it yourself to
calcium.
your own liking.
All right. That's it. That's the
That's
sauce,
it.
boss.
That's the sauce.
That's the sauce, boss. That's it. That's done. Any comments?
Yeah.
Any synthesized observation about Phil and his sauce making, but also his general kitchen and cookery skills?
I will say, I think I can sum it up all in one quick go. Wow, it is the sauce boss. He is not the sauce boss.
I would completely agree there, boss.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
he is simply a cook and not a chef.
Correct.
I don't think he has any sort of mastery of anything in the kitchen other than like making a little cup of Keurig coffee.
Correct. Yeah. He could
Yeah.
he could probably do that. Yeah.
And he might even fuck that up. Who knows?
Probably. And he'll blame it on the Keurig.
He will blame it on the Keurig. And you know what? I will too. Well,
Yeah.
thanks. I don't have anything to say. We might make the sauce later, do a little video. Who knows? I just don't want to waste all that food. I think it's going to be shitty.
It would be. So we'd have to think carefully about this.
I would feel compelled to like make adjustments to our tastes. But
yeah.
Thanks for watching these shitty videos with me. Thanks for 2 hours plus of your time.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a blast. Anyways.
A blast. And now I got a blast.
Yeah, now you got a blast. All right, so I guess we will just get it going here.
Okay, well, I'll catch you later.
Alrighty, toodles.
Bye.
The clouds may part, but you don't care. I wrote this song, but don't call me esoteric. Please just say I love you, Derek. Don't cry for me, I'll be okay. I'll do my best to find a way. Unbend me, I'll come so soon. My attention belongs to you. Phil, you'll always be the guide. You're the streamer and you'll lie. We'll hide our love from their ire. Phil, my heart for you is on fire. You're like a roach in a cage, and I'm like a ghost in a grave. I'll never let you